Hello friends and welcome. So I am here with another video that is regarding topology. In our previous video we have discussed in detail about the topology. So this video is specifically about bus topology. Let me revise that. Topology is actually the physical layout of how the devices are connected together to establish a network. So in this video we are going to discuss about the bus topology. Let's start. Here we have to understand about bus topology. Bus topology is a type of network topology in which all devices are connected to a single cable called a bus. So by its name bus topology, here bus is actually a terminology that we are using for the single cable, or we can say that is a central cable through which all the devices are attached. This cable serves as a shared communication medium, allowing all devices on the network to receive the same signal simultaneously. That means in bus topology, there is a single cable that is known to be the bus and all the devices are attached to it, and this is known to be as a communication medium which is going to share everything signals on the network. So let's discuss about how does the bus topology work. In bus topology, all devices on the network are connected to a single cable, that is the bus, with each device using a T connector to tap into the cable. So we need a T connector for attaching a device or a node onto the bus, that is the single central cable. This central cable acts as the backbone. That means all the nodes are depend on that central cable, and this central cable is very much important in a bus topology. That is why it serves as a backbone. When a computer sends a message to another computer, it also attaches the address of the destination computer. That means if a computer has to send a message to another computer, then it is going to attach the address along with the message. A special device called the terminator is attached at the cable endpoints for observing signals. And the terminator stops the network signal to bounce back. So this is how a network topology a bus topology works. Let's just discuss with a diagram. We have discussed that a central cable is used. Here you can say this is the central cable and this central cable is known to be the bus, and on the ends we have terminator. These terminators will stop the signals from observing or from bouncing back. So these terminators are very much important. We have to attach the terminators on the ends of that central cable, that bus, and you can see different devices are attached, and in a network we call the devices as to be nodes. So different nodes are attached to that single central cable, and here you can see they can form a T. So these nodes are going to attach to the central cable through a T connector. So how the work is going to flow, the work is going to flow in both the directions in the bus topology, right? And if this computer want to send something over to this computer, so what it does, it is going to attach the address of that destination computer it is going to communicate with, right? So this is how a bus topology works. It depends on a single central cable that is known to be the bus, and it has to be secured by the terminators at the end. So we need two terminators on both the ends, and all the devices are going to attach to that central cable through T connectors. So this is how bus topology works. Now let's discuss the cable types used in the bus topology. Common cable types used in bus topology include coaxial cable and twisted pair cable. If you are familiar with the network, so the cables that are going to link the devices or for the establishing of a network are coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, fiber optic cables. But in case of bus topology, we only need coaxial cable and the twisted pair cable. Here coaxial cable is a thick shielded cable that can send data over long distances, and twisted pair cable is a thinner unshielded cable that is more commonly used in modern networks. So the cables that we are going to use in the bus topology are your coaxial cable and the twisted pair cable. On the next, the applications of the bus topology, that where we are going to use bus topology in the formation of networks. Bus topology is commonly used in small to medium sized local area networks where it can be used to connect devices such as computer, printers and other peripherals. So applications of bus topologies are always in a small area network, LANs. It is even for the smallest networks, right? Small to medium, you can say, that are even the category of your LANs. It can also be used in industrial control system and other specialized applications. So now let's discuss the advantages of bus topology. Number 1, maintenance and modification is easy and simple. Why? Because in bus topology all the things are attached to a single cable, that is the backbone. So the maintenance and modification is easy and simple. Easy to expand by joining the two cables connect together. If you have to attach another device, if you have to attach a node, you have to expand the network. Simply you have to attach two cables together. You have to attach the node with the help of a cable to the central cable. So that is why it is easy to expand. Its performance is good in small network only. It is only for the smallest network. The smallest the network is, the best performance of the network topology, that is the bus topology. When a single computer fails, it will not affect the rest of the network. This is the best advantage of a bus topology. If a node is not performing, it fails, it will not affect the rest of the network. The system will work smoothly without a single node if it is damaged, if it is failed, because all the things all the things are connected to the central cable, and that central cable is important. The bus is important in bus network. So if some of the nodes are failed or break down, it will not affect the whole network. Less number of cables are required. You only need few cables and T connectors to attach to establish a network. Very cost effective as compared to other network. Why? Because it doesn't need any networking device. It only depend upon a central cable, that is the bus. We also need terminator, but as compared to other network, that topology, that is the bus topology, is very much cost effective. So these were some of the advantages of the bus topology. Now let's discuss the disadvantages of bus topology. If the bus or the central cable is affected, then the whole network will be affected, as the central cable act as a backbone of the network. So if it get damaged, it will affect the whole network. Whole network will be shut down. It will stop working if the central cable is damaged. It does not perform well in case of large network, because it is only for the smallest network, LANs. It outperforms in LANs, but it does not perform well in large networks. Identification of problems become difficult if the whole network goes down. So the identification of flaws and faults are very much difficult in case of the bus topology, because if there is a damage in the central cable, the whole network's shut down, right? It goes down. So it is difficult to find the flaw. Terminators are required at both ends of the main cable. As the traffic is shared by all the nodes in the network, the performance of the network decreases as the traffic increases, right? So as the traffic increases in the bus topology, there is the more sharing of data between the nodes. The more the traffic is, it will decrease the performance. Additional devices slows down the network. So additional devices is actually expanding the network, but it is best to outperform it is best and outperforms in smaller networks. So if you are going to attach much devices into that network, it will obviously slows down the network. So these were some of the disadvantages of bus topology. I hope you understand that well. So in conclusion, bus topology is the simplest of the network topology because it only needs cables and the connectors, the central cable that serves as the backbone, and all the nodes, all the devices are attached to that central cable, and it serves as the backbone. So if the cable is damaged, it will affect the whole network will shut down. But if some of the nodes are damaged, or even there are fault in the nodes, it will not affect the overall working of your network. So bus topology is best and it outperforms in the LANs only. So I hope you find my video informative, and do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And in our next video we are going to discuss about the next topology. Till then, take good care of yourselves and stay blessed.